Greetings, everybody. Monarch Nation, this is Inside the Huddle, episode 13. My name is Rainier. Sorry.
It's Tim McLaughlin.
All right, it's been a minute since we did our show.
Yeah, we've had some problems.
Real has problems. First, it was renovations for the studio. Then once the studio was working, then we had technical difficulties. So thanks to our man Jeff right here with the.
He is our new producer.
He's a new producer of that show, so now we'll have weekly updates for you as far as sports for ODU. Yep, and professional sports. So let's get right to it. So you want to talk about the men's basketball team?
Yeah, sure. Got the men's basketball team. Our Monarchs currently in the home stretch of the regular season schedule, figuratively and literally. After splitting games with Marshall and WKU, they beat Marshall and lost to Western Kentucky in 88-66 last week on the road. They beat Florida Atlantic 69-64 last night. Which was a pretty good win since Ahmad was under the weather.
He was under the weather?
Yeah.
So that's what they said was the reason why he didn't play?
Yeah, that's what I found out.
Yeah, remember we were supposed to call for all the fans out there, we were supposed to call the game for FAU versus ODU last night, but also we had technical difficulties with
Mello and Madison were trying to figure it out.
They were trying to figure out, so shout out to them. They really helped us out, try to set up everything and try to make it work, but it just didn't work out for us. But
yeah, because apparently it was running back at here at the studios, just not at the Conson Center.
Yeah, the Conson Center. So it's all good though. But we pretty much had a front and center view at the game, and
it was pretty nice.
It was pretty nice.
Basically.
We pretty much sitting courtside at the game, and overall the ODU seemed like I guess they were just getting ready to preparation for the tournament, because that's what I remember you and me and I think Mello was saying that maybe that's the reason why Caver didn't play.
Yeah, that's what I thought. They were resting him.
He was resting him, but he was actually sick. If he was sick, now I don't know why he should not even played at all.
Well, he played a little bit in the beginning, then didn't play at all the whole second half.
Exactly.
Exactly. But in his absence, Keith Pigney played amazing.
He played really good. He played great. I'm surprised he doesn't really get a lot of playing time even. Throughout the season, he seemed like he doesn't really get a chance.
I know. I wish he kind of could have gotten a little bit more playing time, because this is his senior year.
Yeah. Oh, senior year?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. And senior night for those guys, too, right? Tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow night against FIU.
FIU. That's really
we got,
a good game.
Was it Steven Vassar, Randy Haynes, Keith Pigney, Brandon Sith, and Greg McClinton.
Yeah.
As our seniors, and Alassane Kaz also a senior, but he'll be back next year because he was hurt this year.
And BJ Stiff too, right? Since he is a senior, right?
What'd you say?
BJ Stiff is a senior, but he's a redshirt junior, right?
Yeah, BJ Stiff will be back next year.
Yeah, he'll be back next year. So that game was kind of it was a great game, even though they should have beat them by 20. To be honest with you, they should have been up about 20.
Well, I think we would have if Ahmad was playing.
Man, he's not a scorer though.
What?
He's not. He's not a scorer.
Ahmad Gaver?
Not really. Is he?
Sometimes
he can shoot, but the thing is,
he's more of a
facilitator. That's the thing. He's more of a facilitator, more of a shooter. He shoots, he makes a lot of shots, but he doesn't really. That's not his game. His game is more so to facilitate, to give guys open looks. Give guys open looks, because he's averaging about 7-8 assists. I think he is.
Probably.
But he doesn't turn the ball over as well, so that's what makes him good.
Up until he didn't play. Well, no, up until last weekend, he had 2 turnovers in 5 games.
Yeah, so he's been playing really good. But I think, if you want to talk about, we can talk about the Western Kentucky game that happened this past weekend when they got thrashed by them. It was very surprising. I think that was a big game for them. That game should have been a game that they should have won. Not saying they should have won, but it was definitely.
It should have been a lot closer.
It should have been a lot closer. It should have been an important game, but it seemed like it just couldn't make it.
I'm still surprised.
It's still surprised. Caver had 7-8 turnovers that game, right? I believe.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah,
it wasn't the best game for the team.
It wasn't the best game for the team, but I think overall they played. They didn't really play that great, but it should have been a game that if they had won, I guess their confidence would have been up. They definitely
a
lot of momentum going into the conference, and they probably would have been I think those type of people that look at who they should put in the tournament, NCAA tournament, they would have looked at the amount of wins, key games that they won.
Yeah, because we don't have any wins against RPI top 100 teams.
Nobody. All they wins is pretty much not good teams.
Mediocre teams.
Not a lot of good teams, especially the games that they had at home against those good teams. They should have won those games.
Middle Tennessee,
Kentucky. I think that's about it. That's the only 2 games they lost since at the TED, right?
Yeah.
So,
only 2 games in the conference season.
Yeah, so that's crazy. But I mean, this game against tomorrow, they should have momentum going in, and then possibly going into the to the tournament.
Yeah, the senior night,
and everything. So it's gonna be a big game for those guys tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely. I think they'll pull out if they win.
Is FIU even good?
I mean, FIU is a little bit better than FAU.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think we should pull through. We'll see.
Right.
I know I saw that Coach Jones says that Montcaver should be available for the game.
Oh, he should play like his regular minutes.
I'm not sure about regular minutes. He just said that he'll be available.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
I mean, as long as like our players played like the level they did last night, tomorrow night, then we should be set. Because like Trey Porter had a career night.
29 points. Yeah, like what 12? How many rebounds he had? 9 for 12 shooting. I think he didn't miss a free throw. Yeah. So. Yeah, he like literally like every time they gave him the ball, they could not stop him. They couldn't stop him.
And yet they still had like a 7-footer, and
they had pretty much a guy that was in the same size frame as him. He was like 7 foot. Like
maybe he just
still
wasn't good.
He was a lengthy guy. He probably. I mean, I don't know. He just still couldn't stop him. But
they had no answer all game long.
They had no answer for him. So I think, and that pretty much I knew like once like. Because he had like at least 15 points, and it was still like 10 minutes in the first half. So I feel like that gave him a lot of confidence. So I guess he needed to play like that every game. Because I go to a lot of ODU games, and it seems like he doesn't really play. He doesn't play like that at all, or even close to it.
That was the best game of the season for him.
I think his whole career
definitely
in college. Yeah. So I think he's playing great. But if he can do that each and every game, the team will be unstoppable because they really got good guard play. But
because if we could have like one go-to like big man, then it would be pretty nice.
Exactly. So.
And then also. Aaron Carver had a career high 4 blocks.
4 blocks, and he only played like 11 minutes in the game.
Yeah.
So, and then shout out to Brandon Stiff. He has 1,000 career points for ODU.
Yeah,
so that's great to see.
I didn't even realize that until I read it on.
I didn't know that. Either. I didn't know he was making. I mean, he's been there he's been in ODU for a minute, but I didn't know like he was really like. I didn't know he had 1,000 career points in his.
I know because he's not like a.
He's not a scorer. He's not a scorer. He's not getting like.
He's like a rebounder and like defensive player.
Defensive player. You don't see him putting up 20 a game, stuff like that. So. Or even 15, but I guess him being here for a long time and being a ODU veteran as far as on the basketball team,
and especially like continuous like starter. And
stuff, so. That's true. So yeah, that's great for them, and hopefully they come out with a win tomorrow, and then in the tournament they can do some damage.
Yeah, and also not that seeding matters because it really doesn't since we lost WKU in middle all 3 times this year, but if we beat if we beat
FIU and then
on Saturday and WKU loses to UAB, then
we'll be second in the conference.
Yeah, because WKU lost by 18 to Middle Tennessee.
Who did?
Western Kentucky.
Western Kentucky lost
18 to Middle Tennessee.
Oh, wow. Middle Tennessee is like ranked 24th, 23rd in the country.
Yeah, they're ranked 24th, and I mean with that win they clinched the number 1 seed, but I mean that was kind of expected.
Yeah, I expected going into the season because they're pretty much the best team in the conference. So. Yeah, can't say nothing about. I mean,
it's kind of a shame though that our conference isn't gonna have like any team get in at-large berth.
You don't think so?
No, not at all. Just because like they're gonna give all the at-large berths to the Power 5 schools.
Yeah, I mean, of course.
But I mean, I feel like the only way that's gonna happen is if like us or Western wins the tournament title and Middle will get that at-large berth.
Yeah, I mean, if Middle Tennessee don't if they lose in the conference, they still gonna. I still see them getting into the NCAA tournament.
Yeah,
they still gonna get in, but if the only way, like you said, like Western Kentucky and ODU gets in if they win out the conference. So yeah, I get you. But I mean, at the same time, I feel like even if ODU lose, they should at least be because how many seeds what's the lowest seed in the tournament? Like 16, right?
In the conference tournament?
No, not in the NCAA tournament.
Yeah,
it's 16, right? They should at least be 16, 15.
Who?
ODU.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
They should at least be.
Whereas they've been predicting Middle Tennessee to be like a 12 seed or like
11. Yeah, they can be they should be a 10, 11, 12 seed. They have the
dangerous team too.
Yeah, they can do that. But I think ODU should be at least a 16, 15 seed team or like one of those like. Cause I think before the tournament they do like one of those like you play to get in.
Oh yeah.
There's
they have like 4 of those games.
Yeah, 4 of those games. ODU can be on one of those teams and do it too.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I bet you they're gonna put teams like Oklahoma in there. Because Trey Young is on the it's like the
I mean,
the
they're gonna
biggest
have
star.
Oklahoma in the tournament in one way or another, even if
They're
they've
not that
lost
good this
like
year.
7 of their last 9
They
games.
that's what it is, right? They lost 7 and 9. They lost 7 of the 9 last games, right?
It's what it's gonna come down to is the conference tournament.
They will still, if they'll lose first game, they'll probably lose the first or second game of the conference tournament. They'll still get in. Because I think because they want to see what Trae Young can do in the tournament, because he's a big name player in the college right now. So,
and besides, I mean, they want to see what else he can do to validate his player of the year innocence. Or
I don't think he's gonna be player of the year.
Neither do I. It was only like the first half of the season.
The first half of the season, it was definitely unanimous that he's player of the year. But the way he's been playing so far, he's been throwing bricks in the rim.
Who else do you think is going to win it now that he's kind of out of the question, I guess?
I really don't know. I mean,
I could look wide open now.
It's kind of wide open. I can look at DeAndre Ayton from Arizona.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I could say with him is the whole scandal thing at Arizona.
Yeah,
see that they Sean Miller's coaching again.
Yeah, he's coming back. He didn't play, I think, one game for it. I think they happened to Miles Bridges from Michigan State. It was possible that he wasn't going to play, but he did play. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's shocking. They said that they offered him $100,000 to play college basketball. You know you can't do that. It's illegal. So
I know.
It's very shocking to see. But
we'll see what happens after the season.
Yeah, but I think it's possible he's probably going to get fired from Arizona. I think Sean Miller.
I expect it to happen.
Yeah.
Even though, did you see that in the first press conference or whatever after the scandal, he was saying that never happened.
Yeah, he said it never happened. But come on, they got wiretaps. They got recorded conversations of him, pretty much negotiating a deal where
exactly,
could
from
get
a while
on the team.
ago.
So come on, and besides, Arizona's not really like a basketball school. I mean, they are a basketball school, but it's not. You don't see the top 5, top 3 recruits in the country.
Definitely not. But at the same time, they're the class of the Pac-12.
They are the class of the Pac-12. But at the same time, I don't see usually those type of players, because DeAndre was the number 1 player coming out of the country last year. Usually players like that go to Duke or Kentucky or something like that. But him going to Arizona is kind of a little bit shocking.
Yeah, but personally to me, I think it may or may not go to Jalen Brunson.
From Villanova?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, Villanova is more so when you think of Villanova, you don't think of one player. You think about the whole team.
Yeah, me too. So. But I mean, he's
a great player, though.
And
he's a great player,
team,
but
so.
I feel like at the same time they usually give it to the player. You could be not a good player. I mean, not good. You might not be a team. You might not be a player that's in a good team.
Yeah.
But you can, if your stats is good, you could be in the running for a player of the year. But
yeah, I mean, we'll see how that goes, because that's basically wide open now that Trae Young is out of the question pretty much.
It's so possible. I mean, he still got. I mean, no, it's not possible.
He's kind of got to play his way back into it.
He has to. But the way he's been playing since for a good.
The problem with me is that he turns the ball over.
He turns the ball over. He takes a lot of deep shots, like he's Stephen Curry. He's not Steph Curry.
Shots. It's not even good shots anymore.
So, and he's the only good player on the team. So usually they're gonna triple him, double him. So
I mean, he's the whole team.
He is the whole team, and he carrying it on his back.
Because I mean, he scores and assists in half the points.
Exactly. So, I mean, we'll see how it go. But I think personally, it's probably gonna be DeAndre Ayton or Marvin Bagley from Duke. Or
I hope it doesn't go to Marvin Bagley. I just don't like Duke.
You don't like Duke?
No, I don't.
I never really liked Duke either. I don't know. Something about Coach K I just never liked about him. But
yeah,
I don't know. I mean, Duke. The only time I liked Duke was I don't really got a basketball team really. I mean, ODU is part of my basketball team because I go here. But outside of that, I can't really think of I don't really have a college team that
I kind of just root for UVA just because my brother and sister went there.
Oh, they're in the UVA.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And they were the number 1 team in the country. And you see they made
that buzzer beating shot.
Buzzer beating shot against Louisville. That was crazy.
Yeah, so. I got to see the last minute on TV after I got home from the game last night.
Oh, you did? Oh, yeah. That was crazy. Yeah.
But back to Conference USA. Is the past 3 years in the NCAA tournament, Conference USA team has pulled off a first round upset.
Who?
Middle Tennessee.
Past
2 years, and UAB the year
lost.
before.
They beat Syracuse. Didn't they beat Syracuse? Or I forgot. I think it was 2 years ago. They beat
They beat Michigan State.
Michigan State. That was the team. Oh, they beat Michigan State. Oh wow.
They were a 15 seed.
Oh yeah.
They were 2 seed. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm talking about. I think they played against Syracuse after they beat them, and they got their bus.
Oh yeah, They
got their bus handed to them.
But and UAB beat Iowa State a couple years ago.
Yeah, I remember that. That's crazy. So I mean, good luck to those guys. Hopefully, for ODU, they can come out with a win tomorrow, and then hopefully in the tournament they can make some noise.
Because I mean, as long as they don't lose like in the first game of the conference tournament, they're guaranteed an NIT berth.
Yeah.
So that'd be cool and all, but it's not
I mean,
what you want.
it's not what you want at the same time though. Because I mean,
what they're like 23-6.
That's a lot of teams that like that. If they were 23-6 and they beat teams like Middle Tennessee and at least Middle Tennessee or Western Kentucky, they could be a ranked team in the country.
And ended up beating VCU and Temple.
They had chances to beat VCU, and they had chances to beat Temple as well.
Even though at the same time VCU is having a down year.
They still going to get in the tournament. Watch.
You think so?
I think so. What's their record right now? You know their record?
It's like 16-14, 7-9 in the conference.
I mean, because I think VCU is like one of those schools that's
where
like
you have to put them in.
You got to put them in because they since like when they went to the Final Four, like not too like a couple years ago, like 2011.
Yeah.
Ever since then,
back when Shaka Smart was a coach.
Yeah, but now Shaka Smart ain't been there in like 2 years and they still get in there. So
yeah.
I mean, they had good years though, but yeah, I don't know.
I mean, they have good players year in and year out.
Yeah, they really got. I mean, yeah, you could say that. Yeah, they really got good players. But yeah, like I said, we'll hopefully good luck to ODU. Hopefully, they get in the tournament. So now we can talk about women's basketball now, and they lost to Charlotte last night.
Yeah, lost by 9.
Yeah, so
they got their regular season finale at Middle Tennessee tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And with UTEP's win over FIU, it gave ODU clinched their berth in the Conference USA tournament.
Wait, I thought they automatically get in. So it's different in women's basketball.
I guess.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
I'm not. I mean, it's not as different. I mean, it's probably still like the top 12 teams or whatever. It's
right.
Just, like that game had implications on the seedings because probably those teams are some of the lower teams. So
got you.
What I have to guess that UTEP probably knocked FIU out of the tournament.
Got you.
So, but yeah, so I guess if ODU beats Middle Tennessee tomorrow, then they could be as high as a 7 seed. So
okay. That's good. That's good.
Too bad.
Yeah, it won't be too bad now.
I mean, personally, to me, it'd be pretty cool if they could win at least one game next week in the tournament. After
at least a game.
That's what I'm saying. After starting
They
bad, they
didn't win a game. There was they had a 5, 6, 7 game.
Because everybody, including you and I, were counting them out.
I counted them out too. I thought it was just a down year for them. It's just one of those years they just couldn't get a win. So I thought this was going to be a down year for them. Maybe next year they can improve, but they haven't improved.
Especially when you have a new coach and you lose Jenny Sims.
You're right.
And some of the other seniors as well. But
exactly.
I mean, we got a pretty good coach. I mean, Nikki McRae was wasn't she in the WNBA?
Yeah, I think so. And then she was a coach for South Carolina. Well, she was an assistant coach for South Carolina
when they
won the championship last year. So yeah,
she's definitely a good coach.
Yeah, she's a good coach. I mean, usually it's not like that. Usually when you're on a team, when you're a coach for a new team, especially in college, especially in college, it doesn't right out the gate. It's not like you're gonna win a championship right out the gate. You're not like a Calipari that can go to a Memphis and then go straight to Kentucky and then win a championship.
Yeah, unless you're one of those big name coaches.
One of the big name coaches, but I mean, yeah, we'll see. I think so far, and then for baseball, ODU baseball, we called the game the Saturday that just passed against they play against Kansas State.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they lost that game. I think it was 10-4, 11-4, something
like that.
Yeah, so
Kansas State was definitely the better team. But,
but then they beat them that Sunday.
They beat them on Sunday. It was 11-8.
And then Culver Lamb got a couple of home runs that game.
Yeah, he had 3 home runs. It was it's the 5th time in ODU history that a player has 3 home runs in a game.
Oh, that's great.
So yeah, they had a couple other guys also hit home runs, and it was a nice game tonight and to not get swept.
Exactly. Yeah. So now but unfortunately they lost to East Carolina. That's 18th ranked in the country right now on the road.
And East Carolina pulled off a pretty big upset, I guess, last weekend against North Carolina. So
yeah, and it was they lost 10-3, and then now they host Rutgers this weekend in the 23rd straight season that the school have faced off. So that's gonna be a good game to watch. Hopefully, they can come out with a win this weekend.
Yeah, and hopefully they can still play well despite the crazy wind out there today.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy out there. It's definitely for the ladies out there. It's not wig weather. Don't put your wigs on this weekend today. It's kind of your top will fall off right off.
Definitely.
You don't want that. You don't want that. I mean, it's kind of crazy out here. It's seeing trees on the ground and all that.
There's been basketball hoops on the ground.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, like there's a power surge in my house like 8:30 this
I heard
morning.
about it. I heard it's like a couple, even in Chesapeake, that's like a couple like power outages and everything.
Yeah,
so,
more than, yeah.
So
I mean, it's just like part of this whole like nor'easter system.
yeah, that's what I heard. And then also like I know people back home like they ain't got school today just based off the snow. So it's crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know they're getting like a foot of snow in the northeast.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So.
Damn. That weather's crazy.
Especially in March too.
In March too. I mean, but usually in March around this time, usually when it gets windy, but it doesn't like. This is like what. How many hours?
It doesn't like snow. It's
Right.
just kind of like the transitioning to springtime.
Springtime, because yeah, it's coming up very soon in a couple of weeks. So right now, then I guess we're going on to professional sports. There's no MLB news. It's still kind of like spring training. You say you're gonna be in spring training next week for because of spring break.
Yeah, I'm going down to Palm Beach, Florida, to see Nationals and the Astros. And
you do that every year?
No.
This is the first time?
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope. That's what's up.
Yeah, so.
Oh, that's good.
I'll let you guys know how that goes.
Okay.
After spring break.
All right, now, but as far as with NFL, the NFL Combine this week is going on pretty much right now as we speak. I think Bummy Timmy from ODU he got invited to the Combine. So congrats to him. Good luck. Hopefully some scouts.
Been working hard this week.
And some scouts can see how good of a player he is. Hopefully he come out and impresses some scouts and teams, and hopefully he does well throughout the draft process. Also with and Ray Lowry as well, even though he's not in the Combine, but then their pro day is like in like a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So hopefully good luck to those guys.
Hopefully he can at least get in like the Canadian League.
Hopefully he can get a look somewhere.
Yeah.
And John Manziel, he says he's going to play. He'll play for free because he's out of the league right now. I don't think a lot of teams are really looking for him because the headache he
wants
was.
to do what it takes to get back in the game.
Yeah, exactly.
But I don't know if no teams are obviously going to let him play for free. That's not how it works. But
but I guess I think he'll do anything as far as he'll probably play in the practice squad. He will do anything just to get back in the NFL because I think he look at him.
Get like one more shot.
I think he wants at least one more shot. I think and the team will give him that. I think there's a lot of players that have done a lot worse than what Johnny Manziel did, and they're in the league right now, and they got plenty of chances.
Definitely.
Yeah, so I can see it.
It's been a while. He's been like it's been like a year or two.
I think a year or two since he's been back in the league. So.
Well, since he messed up.
Yeah, and I think he's changed. But I think from what I heard, he's like bipolar. He has bipolar disorder.
That too.
And he has to take medication, things like that. So I think he's turning his life around. It's great to see.
Yeah,
so,
gotta give respect to him.
You gotta give respect to him. But I think a lot of people just look at him and just think, oh, he's a headache. What he did in Cleveland, the things he was doing, even when he was in college, they're gonna say, oh, we don't want that type of headache. But I think he's really changed. You can tell that. He's been a changed man throughout the time.
Yeah, you can tell with his actions and his words.
Exactly.
That he's changed.
Yep.
But he was kind of like a character in a sense.
Yeah.
On the field and stuff like that, but it's definitely good to see him.
It's definitely to see him, and hopefully he finally gets a look somewhere. Because you can look at somebody like Tim Tebow. Like Tim Tebow was out there. People say he couldn't throw. The way he throws the ball, his motion is different, but he kept getting teams kept signing him, trying to bring him
because he was in the playoffs.
Yeah, he ran in the playoffs. He won a playoff game.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm saying, like, as far as that, like he left the Broncos, let him go. Then he went to the Jets. They let him go. Then he went to the Eagles. Then he let him go. Then he went to Patriots. They let him go. Now he's out here playing baseball. He's taking a lot of chance. He's getting it, I guess, because his talent he has talent. So they're gonna give him a look. John Manziel also has talent. They should give him a look as well. So
yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So with the Manziel talk now, we're going to Blake Bortles. He got an extension. He signed like a 3-year deal, $50-some million. I think a lot of people were shocked that he got that much money because people look at Blake Bortles and think he's not good.
He had a good year this year.
Yeah, a good year. I think people just look at the fact that it was really their defense that was pretty much they were so successful.
Yeah. They weren't giving enough credit to their offense.
Yeah, usually because the offense wasn't really doing nothing. Usually when you think of Blake Bortles, you think of him getting picks, him throwing to the other team, and then they going to the house for the touchdown.
I guess that isn't him anymore.
He had a great playoff. Season, like those when they played against Buffalo. I don't think he had a good game against Buffalo, but especially against the Steelers, he played great. He even played good against the Patriots, but it was Tom Brady. When it's Tom Brady, what happens? Usually he's going to come out and win.
Yeah, like they were up against Patriots, right?
I think they were up by like 17 or 20, I think.
Yeah,
and
it was
came
two
back.
or three touchdowns.
Yeah, Patriots came back and won the game, but he's a game. As long as he just he doesn't really messes up and throws picks. He's a good player, and they didn't give him like one of those like top 10, top 15 deals. He's really like in the low tier of deals, and that's good. You know, he's not getting Kirk Cousins money with the type of money that Kirk Cousins is trying to get for a team. So,
but do you think that this deal is like worth it for him?
Say again.
You think that this deal is worth it for him?
Yeah, I think so. I think he that the money that he got is worth it for him, because I think, like I said, because from what I heard, it's like it's one of those deals where if he can, it's like for like maybe after the first year, if he doesn't play that good, they can cut him, and it wouldn't hurt their cap space, like the money that
definitely. And
they want.
Still get a good amount of money.
His money's not guaranteed from what I'm hearing. It's not all the way guaranteed, so it's not like if they've let him go, it won't hurt their franchise any less as far as financially. So
so we'll see how he does next year.
Yeah, and speaking of we talked about the combine. Lamar Jackson, former Heisman winner. There's a lot of talk that a lot of scouts or like a lot of analysts want him to say that he should play wide receiver.
Yeah,
but he doesn't want to play receiver. He wants to play quarterback. What do you think? Do you think he should switch position, play wide receiver, or go stick to the position he played originally throughout his career at the quarterback position?
Personally, I think that he should stay as a quarterback
because
it's easier to change positions if you're going from like high school to college.
Exactly. Like, there's a lot of players that. Because in high school you play like two positions. There's a lot of receivers.
You can even do offense, defense, and special teams.
Exactly. There's a lot of players that it's in high school that play receiver in high school, but on defense. On the offense side, they play receiver, and then on defense, they play like safety or corner.
Yeah, exactly.
And then also, on special teams, they play punt returner, and then kick returner. So, not all players play one position in high school, but then when you go to college, you usually play one position.
You have to play one position.
And what made him good was playing the quarterback position.
His athleticism.
Because he's athletic. But I think people just look at him because I think because usually when you see a black quarterback, you think, oh, he can run. He's not, he can't throw the ball. You know what I mean? He can throw the ball too. If you see some of the games, I've seen a lot of his games, like especially in his Heisman season.
Yeah,
the man could throw.
Yeah,
but he can also run the ball too.
He can do both.
He's a dual threat. So why not let him do both? I think people think he's going to be like RG3, like he's going to be the next RG3 because
because of his like vulnerability to get hurt.
Because he can get hurt because he's not a big guy. He's 6'3". Because I remember they were saying, oh, he's short, right? But the man is like 6'3". But they said he's only like 215, but he looked like he's like 190. He is kind of frail. So
I agree on that one. Maybe to counter that, he should gain like 10 more pounds.
He's gained some in muscle, Yeah. But I do really think that he's a good player. Look at Russell Wilson. Russell was like 5'10". They were trying to tell him, oh, he's a play running back. He's a play receiver. The man is probably one of the top 10 quarterbacks in the league right now.
Yeah, look where he is now.
He won Super Bowls and everything. So you can't. I think people just look at. They say height. They want to look at your height, the way you how much you weigh, your size, and all that. But can you throw the football and can you win us games?
Can you do what means the most?
Exactly. And if he can do that, let him play quarterback.
And besides, Lamar played quarterback all of his years in college.
Yeah, and so pretty much his whole life. And then you're gonna let him switch to be a receiver. He's not like Terrell Pryor. Terrell Pryor, he's not that good. So who cares? But Terrell Pryor, he was a quarterback throughout his time when he was in high school. He was the number one player coming out of high school. He went to Ohio State, played quarterback, and then he played a little bit of that in the NFL. Yeah. He realized it wasn't working. He played receiver. He had some success in Cleveland. He definitely didn't have success with the Redskins. But he's a receiver. That's what his position is. But with Lamar Jackson, I think he's more suited to play quarterback. I think he will stick to that. I think he can go to a team and help them win games.
We'll just have to see what the team that drafts him wants him to do.
I think personally, sorry to cut you off, but I think personally, if he does go to a team and he selects the quarterback, they're gonna put him in like for trick plays. I think he's gonna. I think start off the year.
His rookie year, like run around plays,
do one of the reverse,
or something
one of
like
the wildcat plays and all that.
Exactly.
They're gonna let him do one of those plays. And I don't really like that person because I feel like if I was him, I wouldn't even do it because you just make me look like I'm just some type of like
halfback or something.
Halfback, yeah, like one of those players. Like they're gonna make you're gonna make me look like I'm just a trick player, and I'm not here for that. Yeah, because I think they tried to do that with. I remember Colin Kaepernick was with the team, for 49ers when Alex Smith was the quarterback. That's what his position was at first. But then I remember when Alex Smith got hurt, his time with
Colin Kaepernick became
quarterback, and then he played. He had success. But I don't know. It's just an opportunity for him. I think for Lamar Jackson, he just needed an opportunity to play And if he can do well, then
Exactly.
You'll
But
be
like
good.
most of the quarterbacks are like pass first in the NFL.
yeah.
What-
But he's
because,
more.
like, they call that pro style. Or
Yeah, that's
whatever,
pro stuff.
right?
But come on, who cares? Like, look at Lamar. I mean, Russell. I look at like Russell Wilson. He's not a pro style quarterback. He doesn't drop back to the pocket and stays in the pocket
Yeah.
and throws about. Usually, all his passes is he's running around, scrambling, find open
Similar
guy.
to like Cam Newton.
Cam Newton too. Aaron Rodgers do the same thing.
Oh my gosh.
Aaron Rodgers runs around the field and throws the ball to Jordan Nelson for 70 yards for a touchdown. They want all these quarterbacks to play like Peyton Manning back in the day or Tom Brady.
No,
No,
that's
stop.
not how it works. You
It's not
got to
like that.
do what fits your style.
Wherever fits your style and you have success at it, keep doing it. They always wanted you to be like a certain player. Like if you can play, just play your game.
Yeah, they can't make you this or make you that. They can't change your style.
Exactly. Just play your game, and if you have success doing that, then just stick to that. Don't. Who cares what these analysts are saying? Because if they're saying it, then
they don't know what they're talking about.
they don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah. Also, saw that Kirk Cousins is not going to sign a franchise tag with the Skins.
No, I'm glad. I didn't really like that that whole thing as far as him, because I think there was rumors that the Redskins might try to franchise tag him, even though we got Alex Smith.
Yeah.
But they were trying to franchise tag him so they can trade him.
Yeah.
But I just felt like it didn't make sense because I don't think a lot of teams want to pay 30, because I think he's owed $34 million if they did franchise tag him. I don't think a team wants to pay him $34 million a year.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm glad they didn't do that. Hopefully,
when does
just move on. They can just go there and do it.
When does the free agency?
I think that's 12th or the 14th, which is my birthday.
March?
March 14th is my birthday, so I think it's I think it's the 14th.
So
of
you
March.
think like on one of the first couple of free agency days that he'll be traded?
I don't think he's gonna get traded. I think because I think there's gonna be a free agent and just let him just find a team on his own.
Yeah. That's so.
Yeah, I think he's gonna find a team on his own, but I don't know if it's gonna be first day. Probably. Who knows? I'm not so sure. But if there's a team I could see him go to, if he does go to another team, I can see like the Broncos.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, because like the Broncos have like a good defense.
They got a good defense. All they need is a quarterback.
Exactly.
Because they really have. They pretty much have everything. They have I don't know about the offensive line, but as far as on the defense side, they got it. It's just the offense. They need a quarterback.
Who's their running back again?
They have C.J. Anderson, but I think I heard that they might release him. They might release him or Emmanuel Sanders.
Oh, did you see that the Panthers released Jonathan Stewart?
Jonathan Stewart. Yeah, I mean, I'm not.
I mean, I'm
he's
not really
old.
surprised
He's
because he's old. But
He's really old. He's been there for he's for like almost 10 years.
Yeah, I mean, it just the only reason it's a big deal is because he's like their franchise.
He's a franchise running back. Yeah, he's franchise leader as far as rushing, but he's been there a long time. And I guess it's McCaffrey's turn.
Want to move on and get a young guy.
They got McCaffrey in, so I guess McCaffrey's going to be the leading running back. I think Jonathan Stewart already knew that because they drafted McCaffrey like in the first round last year. So I think he knew that his time was going to be up, and
and also Matt Forte retired.
Matt Forte retired. He had a good year, a good career. He had a lot of success with Chicago.
Yeah.
I think he could have been a really good player. I mean, he had success. I feel like he would have had a lot more success if he had a quarterback that was good, because he had Jay Cutler as a quarterback.
Jay Cutler is
he's not that good. So yeah, he's not good at all. Yeah, so I guess we're done with NFL. Last topic is NBA. J.R. Smith. I remember coming home after we did the game for ODU against FAU.
Yeah,
and I found out that my brother texted me and he was like, "Oh, like you heard what happened to J.R. Smith?" I'm like, "What happened?" And he's like, "Oh, he don't know what happened." So I went through Twitter and I found out that he got suspended because of insubordination. I'm like, "What happened?" So I found this morning that because he got suspended the game against the 76ers last night because he threw soup at the assistant coach.
What?
I don't know why he did that. I don't know what made him think of even trying to.
Well, is this a practice or something?
I think it was before the game. I guess it was probably like during shoot around or probably
joke or something.
It probably was. I don't know. I mean, they just said he threw soup at the coach. Why? Who knows? But if anything, it probably was a big deal, or like it probably was an argument or something like that. Because if it was a joke, then it's a joke.
Yeah, that's pretty stupid.
Yeah, I mean it's stupid. It's still stupid at the same, because you're not going to just throw food at another person. That's disrespectful. But
I know.
I think
it
had to be.
So
Yeah, it's hot. Yeah, it's probably hot soup too. Yeah, but I think it was more so. I think it was definitely an argument that happened.
Yeah.
Because if it was a joke, it was a joke. people laugh at it. Keep it moving, you know what I mean?
Keep on going. But
keep it going about your day. But
it's hot.
It's hot.
It'll burn you.
Yeah, it will burn you. Get 30-degree burning your skin and all that crazy stuff. So I think pretty much it was definitely it definitely had to be a negative like back and forth between the coach and J.R. Smith to make him get one game. Like I think a lot of people surprised with just one game because if you on food, it should have been more than one game. To be honest with you.
2 or 3 games.
A couple, maybe more than that. So
yeah. So speaking about the Cavs, they lost to the 76ers last night.
Yeah, they did. Did
you see what was it? Was it Clarkson?
Yeah, he threw the ball at Sarge. Yeah. I mean, that was disrespectful. I think I probably would have did the same thing, like, because the game was over. You know what I mean? You already won the game.
He literally dunked with, like, a couple of seconds left.
The game was over. Why are you still putting up points when the game is over?
Yeah, would have just passed it around and run the clock out.
Exactly. So I think a lot of people were shocked about that because you're not going to throw – I mean, you're not going to add more points to the scoreboard when you already won the game. Why are you –
Exactly.
It just shows – I mean, a lot of people can say, oh, then stop, play defense on so you don't score. Right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, bro, the game's over.
It just shows that you're not a good sport and you're kind of selfish.
Yeah, you're kind of selfish. So, yeah, that was messed up on his part. I think he realized that, and, you know, that was disrespectful.
But I would have done the same thing as well. It's kind of
probably threw the bat. I would throw the bat right in his head. So, yeah, I would have definitely did that. That was disrespectful. And
but yeah, and
LeBron, he's the first player in the NBA to have 30,000 points. 8,000 rebounds and 8,000 assists for his career. That's amazing. I don't really like LeBron, but it's definitely amazing.
Yeah, it's quite the milestone.
It's a great milestone. I don't know. That's legendary right there. I can't even get mad about it.
He isn't playing at such a rate this season alone
that
probably if he plays 2, 3, 4 more years, he'll easily be number 1 in scoring.
I think he can do it. I think he's still he's 34 and he's 34 and he probably play till he's like 39. He probably play another 5 more years and he doesn't. And even him playing at 34, he doesn't play like he's 34. He still plays like he's a young player. So
yeah, he still plays like he's
not human. The man's not human at all. So.
He keeps on getting better year in and year out.
Year in and year out, he's still playing good. The man is putting up great points.
It's similar to like Tom Brady in a sense.
Exactly, because Tom Brady's 40 years old and MVP of the league and all that. And you know, LeBron, he's playing like an MVP player right now this season. But speaking of MVPs and all that, I think I think so far one of the players that a lot of teams or a lot of analysts are talking about as far as who can be MVP player this year is James Harden.
No question.
And James Harden had one of the craziest crossovers that happened this past week. I think it was on Tuesday. Excuse me, and he crossed over Wesley Johnson and had him on the floor.
Yeah, I did not see it.
Yeah, you never seen the video? You ever seen the video?
I don't think so.
Oh wow, it's pretty much been everywhere, all over SportsCenter, all over everywhere. You can see.
What night was it?
I think it was on Tuesday. Played against the Clippers.
Oh, okay. I'll check it out.
He dribbled the ball. He crossed over Wesley Johnson. And he just stared at him for like at least 2-3 seconds. Like he's like right here.
Wesley Johnson fell down.
Wesley fell down.
Yeah.
Like he acted like he was driving to the basket, then came back, and then Wesley Johnson fell, and he just looked at him, stared at him. As I'm talking about James Harden, he just looked at him, stared at him like a good 3 seconds, and then just threw the ball up and then just switched it. The crowd went crazy because it was just so disrespectful for him to just stare at the guy as you know. I mean, you got the ball. And, you know.
Did you see LeBron's, like, crossover?
Yeah, that was good. I like that, too. But people made it seem like that was, that's what he wanted. That was a design thing. Like, he was going to go behind the back.
It was definitely not designed.
That was definitely accidental. It was just Tristan Thompson's knee was, like, right. It was like his leg was right there.
Went through his leg.
He just went through his leg, so it was just right there. I bet you.
Then he ended up making the layup.
Yeah, so.
I mean, it was a nice play.
Yeah, it was a nice play. It was great. It was great. It was nice. I just feel like people hyping it up because it's like, because he did that, but it wasn't like it was designed for him to do that. I think it was just an accidental thing.
Exactly.
It was a good accidental thing to happen because it gave him points at the game.
I mean, most of the time, LeBron doesn't do plays that are made.
Right.
He does what he sees.
Yeah, he sees. So yeah, it's great to see. It's great. He got great basketball vision, and he's a great player.
Yeah, and also earlier this week, what was it? Monday night, I think, or the Warriors beat the Wizards 109.
Let's not talk about
101.
Let's not talk about that. I was sorry.
Yeah,
they beat them kind of good. I mean, I watched the game. Bradley Beal got defended like it was nothing. Like the man could not score.
Yeah.
Like the man got them clamps put on. He got clamped up.
But,
like
I mean,
they
it
had
was
him
against the Warriors.
exactly, but they had him on lockdown.
Yeah.
Like
luckily they only lost by
eight points, but
yeah.
I mean, and that's the only thing I can say because I feel like if he had scored at least about 15, 18 points, we could have won that game. It was just that the thing is they couldn't they put everybody. They put Klay Thompson on them. They put Kevin Durant on them. They put Jeremy Green on them. Put all these players on them. They still couldn't stop him.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
they still couldn't stop him.
Yeah. So apparently the Wizards are only half a game back of the Cavaliers for third place in the East.
If we can win some games. I mean, we still have a lot of teams that so far this year that has we still have to play that's really like playoff team. We have a real hard schedule.
Yeah.
So
I think they play.
They play Toronto today.
Yeah, they do.
And I think they play a couple other playoff teams.
They've been pretty scary since John Wall went out.
Yeah, and a lot of people saying.
I'm anxious to see what'll happen when he comes back.
Yeah, but a lot of people saying, "Oh, the Wizards don't need John Wall." All this craziness because we're winning games now because he's not there. I mean,
that's gonna be
it's buffoonery, man.
Yeah,
straight buffoonery. Like, stop it. Stop it.
They can't say that.
Stop
they
it.
Can't say
it's
that.
straight buffoonery. You can't say the man's one of the best top five.
Well, we'll have to see what they say when John Wall comes back.
It's blasphemy, man.
Yeah.
It's straight blasphemy. You can't just say stuff like that at all. It's crazy.
I mean, I think it's their opinions most of the time.
It's their opinion, but you can't. He's one of the best players in the league. You're not gonna just let one of your best players, one of the top five point guards in the league, and let him go just because we win some games.
I mean,
exactly. It's great to see because once he come back, we're gonna even be better. But
that's what I'm saying. He's been the face of the team past couple of years.
His whole career since he's been drafted, he's been the franchise player, and you can't just let a franchise player like that go in his prime. You know.
I mean, if he comes back and he makes this team better, like they're playing now,
we'll be dangerous.
Yeah,
but
dangerous. I mean,
but at the same time, but I can see why. Yeah, but they can match with anybody. But I can see why that people can say, oh, if he's still if he start losing games when he does come back, I can see why people would say, oh, then they're not. They probably.
Talk about that.
But I don't even want to talk about that. That's not gonna happen. So let's hopefully happen. But like I said, it's just blasphemy at its
When
purest.
is John Wall supposed to come back?
He said mid-March. I think they say he's ahead of schedule. He's already not practicing, but he's already working out, doing everything.
Really?
But he should be back in like mid-March. So.
Oh dang, that's pretty soon.
Yeah, soon. He should be back before the season ends and during the playoffs.
Yeah.
He'd be good. So hopefully he come back. He's stronger than ever. He plays the way John Wall knows how to play, which is efficient basketball, and hopefully he comes out and hopefully win some games.
Yeah, and also we got the conference tournaments coming up in college basketball.
Yeah, they're coming up. There's a lot of good teams.
Some are going on now. Like the Big Ten one has already been going on.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, and most of them will be going on next week. So
it's pretty much March Madness. So it's starting to come up. So hopefully ODU can come out and at least win a game. I'll be so happy if they win the tournament. But,
I mean,
but I don't think a lot of people don't really believe that. But I feel like they can do it. They can play defense. They just got to put up points.
I was looking at their stats earlier, like a couple weeks ago or something on ODUsports.com, like their past schedules, and they've only lost when they've lost in the Conference USA tournament because they've only been in the league for like 3-4 years.
Yeah,
they've lost to Middle Tennessee and Marshall.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They've lost Middle either once or twice in the tournament final.
Yeah.
I'm waiting until they get revenge on them.
They got to. They have to.
They haven't beaten them in football or basketball.
They have to, man. They can do it too. They can definitely do it. They got the team. They definitely got the team. They're a way better team than they were the year before.
Yeah,
they pretty much got the same team.
What do you say?
They pretty much got the same team from last year.
Yeah.
So and they better this year. So
yeah, I just hope that Ahmad gets healthy and they all rest up and perform well next week and win a few games. Because I mean, I'm not talking about no NIT. We're not getting no NIT. Right?
That's not. I don't look at that as a success. Going to NIT.
That's a failure.
That's definitely a failure, especially with the type of time they have on the team. So.
Because I mean, sure, it would be cool and all to have more home games, which will happen probably if they have the NIT. But that's definitely a failure.
Yeah, most definitely.
But yeah, so we are hoping that everyone's midterms went well this week.
Yeah, mine did. I had 2 back-to-back yesterday, and I did good on both of them, so I'm happy with that.
I've been blessed. I don't have any midterms.
You was lucky. You were a lucky dude, my friend.
Yeah. So.
And but thank you everybody. It seems like we're done right here. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for listening to Inside the Huddle. Please listen again next week.
Well, in a couple weeks.
Oh, in a couple weeks, in 2 weeks, because
Yeah.
the next week is spring break. So in like 2 weeks, we'll hear back from us again.
So hopefully everyone has a great spring break.
Yep. And I guess that's it, right?
Yeah.
All right. Go Monarchs, everybody.
Go Monarchs.
Let's go.